Hi, I'm Dana Tyler. This is your CBS2 News afternoon update. We begin this afternoon with the search for a man caught on camera apparently trying to kidnap a child who was in a stroller, a 3-year-old little boy. Police say the child was with his grandmother at Thanksgiving supermarket in Gravesend just before 4 p.m. Monday when the stranger suddenly takes off with the pink stroller. The boy's grandmother runs after them down 86th Street near Bay Parkway, and she quickly catches up. The 3-year-old was not hurt. A $2,500 reward is now being offered for anybody with information leading to this man's arrest. We have new information in the effort to clean up the burial site of more than 1 million unclaimed New Yorkers. On Hart's Island, the New York City Council introducing a bill today to transfer control from the Department of Correction to the Department of Parks and Recreation. Years of storms are eroding the island's shores, unearthing graves and sending bones scattered among the rocks. There is a building battle on Long Island. Neighbors want to keep a new project out of the community. CBS2's Carolyn Gussoff explains.
We're here in the town of Huntington, where a developer has proposed more than 50 acres behind me to turn into what they call a community lifestyle center. But residents in this neighborhood say it's nothing more than a mall, and they are rallying against it with more than 7,000 signatures so far against changing the zoning for this property. I'm here now with Tracy Kleinberg, who's one of those who is really organized against this. What's wrong with a mall for this corridor here on Jericho Turnpike?
Well, first of all, we already have every possible type of retail you could imagine within the 3 miles either way of this location. We don't really need any more retail. In fact, we have about 70 empty retail and office space locations up and down this 3-mile area. This specific location has been designated legally as a break in the commercial corridor of Jericho Turnpike, and if there were to be a commercial center here, the traffic on Jericho, which is already impossible, would be just basically gridlock. We could not go against our town's comprehensive plan and change the zoning of this site when it's going to impact the traffic in such a way that people won't be able to live.
And changing that zoning from residential to commercial, allowing now not homes but a mall on this property on Jericho Turnpike will be the subject of a Town of Huntington hearing. They're expecting such a large crowd that they've had to move it out of Town Hall. It'll be at the Elwood Middle School on May 17th at 7 p.m. Online, on air, and on Long Island, I'm Carolyn Gussoff.
Thank you, Carolyn. More on that. The developers say this is not to be a big mega mall. They also say it'll bring millions of dollars in tax revenue and create jobs and will improve the character of the corridor through strategic building. They've put up a Facebook page to answer residents' questions. An update now on the volcano in Hawaii, the continual eruptions. Police are going door to door to evacuate residents near 2 vents emitting dangerous volcanic gases on the Big Island. Aerial video from the U.S. Geological Survey shows lava bubbling through a large crack in the road. The vents open near spots where lava has been pouring onto streets and into backyards for the last week. 14 vents have opened since the current lava breakout began. The lava so far has destroyed 36 structures. Our weather, let's take a look. Here's John Elliott.
Oh, hi, everybody. You know, we really have been cleaning up when it comes to weather. We've just had some great weather, and I hope you've been able to enjoy it. So if you're like me and you do some chores in the back, how about that pollen? That's the thing that drives you crazy. So if you are working outside, make sure you rinse off as much as you can. That's why you really got to wash your hair out to get the pollen off you so you can slumber nicely. 76 today, not bad overnight. A shower midday, better chance for storms later Thursday.
Thanks, John. Less than 2 weeks away from the royal wedding, and Madame Tussauds is getting ready for it. The Times Square Museum just unveiled a wax figure of Meghan Markle ahead of the May 19th ceremony. She's standing next to her fiancé, Prince Harry. His statue was added in 2014. Another figure of Markle wearing a green dress was also unveiled today at Madame Tussauds in London. What do you think? Does it look like her? Head to CBS New York, our Instagram page, and take the poll. An American soldier trying to rush home, get on a flight to see the birth of his baby. He didn't make it, but he didn't miss it, thanks to fellow passengers and a flight crew at the airport. CBS 2's Omar Villafranca has this great story.
Brooks Lindsay wears the uniform of an Army specialist, but in this moment, he's concentrating on his latest assignment as a proud new dad. Baby Millie was coming earlier than planned, so Specialist Lindsay was rushing from El Paso, Texas, to his hometown of Brandon, Mississippi. He wanted to be next to his wife, Haley, to witness the birth of his daughter. But his travel plans hit some turbulence when his flight was delayed twice for maintenance problems. His mother was FaceTiming the delivery of his first child. He was watching the birth on his phone.
Push, 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 push. You got it, you got it. Here she comes, and then, boop, she popped out.
A passenger recorded the father's emotional reaction in real time. Tracy Dover was on the same flight.
And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's watching his baby be born on the phone. And it was the most gut-wrenching, heartbreaking thing I'd ever seen.
She snapped this picture of the nervous dad.
When we heard the baby cry, then just that whole section that was heading to Mississippi just started cheering.
That video has since been viewed by hundreds of thousands of people, sharing a father's joy over this very special moment. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Jackson, Mississippi.
And before baby Millie was born, Lindsay was about to get off the phone to board the flight, but doctors said she was coming. She was coming. And that's when the airport personnel just let him sit there and watch his baby being born. Wow. That's your update, your CBS 2 update this afternoon from our newsroom. I'm Dana Tyler. Of course, stay with us online, on the air, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're everywhere. I'll see you today on TV, CBS 2 News at 6. Have a great day.